What's up, guys? It's finally not freezing outside and I can get out here and do some things. I haven't been in the shop in weeks because it's been so cold. But now the shop is an absolute mess, and I've had a bunch of swag come in from different creators that I really like and whatnot, but I haven't been able to get it into frames and actually put it up. And then there's the dilemma of where am I going to actually put it up? So I hate this wall over here. The plan for the day is potentially replacing the hood on the car with the new one that we got, because we got parts just stacked up everywhere. And then also I want to get this wall straightened out so I can hang our new banners and get our posters and pictures and stuff in frames, which we've got somewhere around here, and then get those on the wall. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, cool. So we got everything framed up, and we just got to find a spot to put it. But basically my stuff from Drift Games came in from, I think it's Ireland, and then Samment's stuff actually came from Connecticut. Samment's actually based out of Japan, and then Rudnick is actually based out of Connecticut, I believe. And this one's honestly my favorite because it's actually like signed, which is pretty sick. So this was there's a whole video on these guys. They're car guys. So the whole concept was basically that they were doing something completely polar opposite what they typically did, and they just bought a 4x4 truck and went mudding and just did a bunch of other crazy stuff. But anyhow, that was a very cool thing. Go look up Sammt or Ricer Miata is Rudnick's channel. If you haven't seen these guys, it's absolutely a blast to watch. And then they sent a bunch of little ones. I figured I'd get frames for the little guys too, and we'd figure out where to put those on the wall. But the Drift Game stuff, that one's cool because, you know, it comes from overseas and everything, and they're actually doing something pretty amazing right now, which and ambitious. They're actually building a full-blown drift track, which is going to be like in the middle of an actual like racetrack, and the whole thing's insane. There's a video on that too, so if you're interested in that kind of stuff, look up Drift Games. But for me, I just want to get my my new swag on the wall, get the old swag kind of straightened out, and just have a spot. I really just want to have a wall that's like, when I come in the shop, I can sit down and look at it and be like, you know, that's a cool wall. And I think I'm gonna call it, like, I don't know, the Wall of Legends or the Wall of Fame. I have no idea yet. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. But first I gotta make room. So that's kind of the next step. And at some point I'm probably gonna try to start the car, because I haven't started the car in weeks. It's terrible. I'm awful. So yeah, but yeah, everything's framed up. So we're gonna start this thing up. But first thing I want to do before I do that is check the oil. So let's check this out real quick, see what we got, because I'm totally doing this build backwards. Oh, that's perfection. I really should be doing all the drivetrain stuff that I need to do first, but man, I just want to get it looking good, and I can't do this with one hand. We're gonna try to start this thing up. I present to you the Wall of Legends. These guys are absolute legends, not just because they chased their dreams and actually achieved them, but they took us on the journey with them, showing us amazing car builds that we probably could have never even dreamed up, and taking us to places that a lot of us probably would have never even seen otherwise. You know, when I started shooting this video, I really didn't plan on getting this deep with it. I just planned on framing things up, getting them on the wall, and just doing something simple. But the more I started messing with the editing, the more fun I was having. So this is kind of the result. This kind of marks the start of my journey And it's pretty much because of this man right here. He's the absolute legend. That's my dad, and he's the one that got me into car stuff, taking me to do cool stuff like this racing trip years, like over 20 years ago now. We had a lot of fun that day. But enough of me yapping. There's a ton of work to be done on the IS300, and I can't do 7-day turnarounds like these guys. It's amazing, but for me, it's gonna take months to get this build done. And if you want to stick around for the journey, I appreciate it. It's gonna be interesting. You never know what I might be posting next. But either which way, I always appreciate it. And thanks to these guys for being so inspiring throughout the years. Alright, so it's nighttime. I'm going to get to the hood. Probably tomorrow. It's going to be beautiful. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I think this looks fantastic. It's going to be kind of cool to have a nice background as we're working on, whenever we work on the car now, instead of that terribly scuffed looking background that I had before. But so with that said, have a good night. I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't seen the speed holes video, it explains why there's holes. In here, I'll put a link. Actually, I'll just link it at the end of this video. Thanks for watching again, and have a good night.